Hello everyone. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. I thought I put this on at 10 p.m., not 9 p.m. I usually do it at 10 p.m., so don't know what happened there, but we're here. Yes, we're just gonna obviously chill out for a bit, and wait for other people to turn up because I'm well behind time. But here we go. Hope everyone's doing okay. Just give me 1 second. Just going to open the window. 1 sec. Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing, Iron? All good, I hope. Did you have to do a calculator to get that out? Work that one out. Yeah, all good, thank you. No complaints over here. Busy with all sorts of things. Yeah, I've done a lot this week with Mimic. I'll talk a bit more about that in a second. But one thing I also want to talk about is like some interesting approaches I've had to testing things out. Yeah. Iron Keep. You can let me know. Do you need if you don't have a key, DM me on Discord. I should open up Discord. That's a good point. 1 sec. Got so many things open here. Been cracking on with stuff today. So close this and keep all that open. I can close that one. So I'm so disorganized. It's a curse of mine. Let's I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but one of the big things we've got to add to the project at the moment is some Foley sound effects. So Billy's working on some at the moment. I've had a dabble with it today, just by throwing some samples together, essentially. Yeah, see if I can open one up. Open cloud. I don't know if it's just going to come through. Hold on. No. Let me. Why is that coming out wrong? Hang on. Stream mix. Oh, it should come through there. Hold on. Let me go into my audio settings here. Mixes. Where's that coming from? I can hear it. Audio setup. Playback device, that'd be right. Why can't I see? Like Elgato do cool stuff, but they always break. It's bloody annoying. I'll try this one. So, yeah, I was working on this sound effect for the Android when he catches you. I'm just spitballing ideas, honestly. Something like that. It'd be something that jumpy, to really be like, shit, like sort of attitude. But no, playing around with it, just throwing samples together, throwing Audacity, changing the pitch, changing the tempo, cutting things, all that stuff. I by no means a Foley artist. I'll probably have to hire someone to do it because I can't, essentially. But that's what I've been messing around with today, anyway. Also today, I've been recording some more content for the channel, recording a dialogue system update. We're using state trees and things like that. It's looking really cool at the moment. 3 episodes into that recording, there's probably another 3 to go, so that's quite cool. Recorded a bunch last week, really cool as well. Yeah. So yeah, one of the interesting things I've been trying to, well, I'll tell you about all the changes we added to Mimic over the past week. So upgraded to Unreal Engine 5.7. Main reason for that is I wanted to try using NVIDIA's DLSS 4.5 to see A, if we can edit, and B, will it add any improvements to the game. I think it has, but we'll see. We'll be testing it, and you can configure it inside of the settings menu in the game. I've turned on proximity chat. We'll see if that works. I've reworked and got the Android AI. I figured out what was going wrong with that and reworked that and got that working. Interesting enough, I was trying to work out how, like, one of the things I was trying to do was, is the Android scary enough? So I went back and I played some like Resident Evil 7, and Jack Baker is a huge influence on the role of the android. Because I was looking at it going, should he be able to kill you in one hit? And I was then looking at Jack Baker and like, well, he doesn't kill you in one hit, and that works pretty well. Because when I started out the project, I wanted to avoid the cliches of indie horror games, which is a dark house lit by just a torch and supernatural jump scare things that just pop out of nowhere and kill you one hit. I wanted to avoid those things. So I went back to Jack Baker and had a look at what he'd done. And basically what I did is I remade the first sort of area where you have to evade Jack in the house. And I remade that, blocked it out in Unreal and put the android in it and looked at how his behavior was and looked at what my positioning was. Just get a feel for it and see how I acted. It was an interesting experiment and it worked quite well, I thought. Do you have one of those fancy stereo recording mics? I have a Elgato Wave XLR microphone. And it's got a low profile boom arm on it. I need to open up Discord. That's what I'm doing. I've reworked some of the Steam page as well. Fixed a lot of other bugs and things in it. Steam page has got a Chinese translation on it and a Spanish translation on it. Iron Keep, I've got your message. Let me get some keys up so I can send you a key. Like that. And I'll jump to voice channel with you, Iron. Okay. Cool. Hiya. A Musket saying, I think a good thing for the Android is to add very heavy metal sounds which you can hear well, so you can tell the player when it's approaching. It also adds to the scary atmosphere of it. Yeah, that's in there. So he has those heavy metal footsteps. I also changed the audio a little bit too, so the music. So I wanted to go back to the drawing board of the music. And now there's sort of like a subtle bit of music, which is the Android's theme. And as he gets near you, it increases in volume. And then it mixes completely changes when he starts chasing after you. So you can use the audio sort of track how in danger you are, essentially. Was it difficult to apply to the Epic Games Store? Nope, not at all. Click the button, fill the form. That's about it. You don't have to pay anything to Epic Game Store. Steam you do, but Epic you don't. Let's jump into Mimic here. And I'm going to share screen. Like so. I still loading up. Give it a sec. Should be there a second. I assumed you updated. All okay. Cool. Okay. One thing I want to do is come back and revisit the main menu of this as well. Most of the background art. Do something, little adjustments, little fine tunes there, but it's not a big deal. So yeah, the way this works, if you guys have never seen this playtest happen before, is I've got a little notebook where I keep track of all my notes and bugs and things and suggestions people bring to me, and then I work on it for next week and I patch it. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So if you see me writing down notes, that's what I'm doing. Write down little things for me to do. So I'm gonna write that, put in Mimic playtest and date it, which is the 21st. If I'm working on a project with like a team, this wouldn't be on paper. It'd be like a spreadsheet or ClickUp or Jira or something. Again, duplicate product error. So you used the key, is it? Okay, hold on. I'll get you a new key. Hold on. Let me try this. I'll send you a different one, Iron. Keep. Yeah, so as you go into settings, you can see here we can change DLSS support. So autos by default, and basically that just looks at your system and then changes the setting based upon what it considers appropriate, but you can override it. So if we go for performance or quality, up to you. So I can go to performance, you can see it changing some of the stuff already in the background. If I go to quality, balanced, do as you wish. And a really simple thing to put in, by the way. So NVIDIA have their plugins on their website. Download it, chuck it into your project, and that's it. And you've got all the things. Iron Keep, do you already have the game? That might be if you already have the game or not. I'll give you another key. If you're saying duplicate product error, I'm going to guess maybe you already have the game. Usually the key error is like quite specifically says key error. I'll give you another key, but I also fixed. Well, I think I fixed all the animation stuff as well for when they get grabbed by either the Mimic or Android. Found the issue with that, fixed that. The issue was that I was disabling movement on the character, which then broke the motion of the contextual animation. So contextual animation, don't disable movement. It'll do that for you. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go into matchmaking. If you're watching and you have a key and you want to join in, feel free to jump in. Otherwise, it would just be me and Iron, which is fine. We've got Alex in here. Cool. Iron's joined in. Nice one. Now, Iron, as I said, proximity chat is on. So might do at the start, I mute myself on Discord just to see if it works. Cool. Okay, let's jump in and let's just test that out first of all. So when we get into the room, let's just stay close to each other and just see if proximity chat works. Okay. So, oh, hey, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear something. I can hear guys. Can you hear me? Hang on. Testing 1 2 1 2. I hear people. I hear you. So we're still getting duplicate character spawns in, no, for some reason. Okay. Let me just check my mic settings on my system. Maybe make sure that's correct. Mic in. Yeah, that's right. So, Iron, I'm in Discord now talking. Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all? I can hear you to some point. Oh wait, Iron. Sorry, I was muted still. I'm in Discord talking to you now. Can you hear me at all in the game? I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah. So I can, okay, that's fine. We can work on that. Okay, that's first thing. So proxy chat kind of works. It's just quiet. I'm gonna stand by the cylinder thing with the glass cylinder. Hang on, let me just mute myself. Hold on Discord. Can you hear me at all? You say something? No. You try to say something. I can't. I don't. I guess you can't hear me. Yeah, that works. I can hear him. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I can hear you. So it must be like some setting that I have on my side that where the microphone is not getting set correctly. That's interesting. What if there's a way to override mic inputs? Because I thought it would just use the default that's assigned to the computer. So I would think that would be the case. Okay, we're half working. We're half working with proximity chat. Okay. Well, let's carry on. I've got to sort out this duplication of characters. This is ridiculous. Yes. I know why that happens. I just don't know how to fix it yet. So I've still got this bug as well. I forgot about this one. So I could send. Android connection failure. Should be okay. Let's go up here. As you can see, I've updated some of the UI at the bottom as well. Yeah. And when you pick up items, you'll see them in the bottom, the other corner, as well. I haven't actually looked at the bloody objectives. What I've got to do? Find fire or restart power electrical by flipping breakers when they go offline. That would be down this way. The name of it is yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I've also got that same problem with the energy core. Sometimes I call it a power core. Sometimes I call it an energy core, depending on what month I was working on it. Is it muted? Oh, game sound. Oh yeah, let me turn on. Can you not hear it in the stream? Hold on. Let me work out why that's the case. Hold on. Yeah, that's a problem. That should be coming through system. What? My output settings on my audio are all buggered because of Elgato. One sec. I needed to come out of system on here, but it's not going to, is it? Because it's gone for some reason. Right, I just put in some music. Right. So okay, so stream people should be able to hear the game now. That's me, not the game. No problem. That's my computer problem. The fire theme. Oh, I didn't touch that. Yeah, no, same as always. Lockers, by the way, can be opened and closed. At least I should be able to. No? Wait, you said were. Why's that not working now? Oh, I don't know. Is the android stuck here? It's stuck in a pipe. Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the android's stuck on this pipe. I'm gonna see if I can get him out. Okay, he's stuck. I thought I fixed that. I guess I didn't. He's proper stuck. Anyway, I'm gonna try and coax him out with an animation. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting. I don't know that. Okay. Yeah, the little hashed one, the red one. Yeah. Need some health. You turn to the mimic and your game broke. I just have a black screen and occasional sparkle effects coming through. That's a new one. Whereabouts what room were you in when you transformed, Musket? I'll come have a look. Ah, yeah, okay, I see you. Can you not move at all? Musket? It just stuck still. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got the wrong animation. Look. Yeah, he's not meant to do that. He's meant to stomp on him, and the mimic should die straight away. Yeah. Musket, he should be dead, I think. Oh, crap. I'm dead. Yeah, I watched you die. It played the wrong animation, but that's fine, because I know why. Keep a mental note of things you've spotted or things I need to know. Oh, someone else getting choked. Although their animation bugged in replication. Ah, or was that the skin? It might have been Musket's skin. Are you still live, Iron? Okay, that wasn't you then. Okay, so Omen can't fit that body there. Omen gets stuck in the vent. Fire should be okay for me though. Yeah. Okay, okay. Trying to find... Whereabouts are you, Iron? Oh, okay. Back over there. Back that way. Yeah, no. I think we're all dead. Okay. Right, we go back to the main lobby. Okay. Right. The android's chasing us an Omen. That's interesting. Shouldn't do, because he didn't chase me. Okay. So proximity chat, too quiet. I think the mic issue is more my side. I need to look into that. I need to check if it works. If my mic has problems with that in other games with proximity. Other things I noticed for myself. Oh, Android got stuck on the pipes. Android's stuck on pipes in Hydro. Collisions. Omen collision. Not working for vents. Mind gone blank. What were the other ones you saw? Yeah, yeah. Item names. Consistency. Oh yeah. Objectives. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'll I'll investigate that one. Animations. Oh yeah, the animation, mimic animations. Yeah, that's just because we haven't got it in there yet. Mimic animation. Squash from Android. Lock was not opening. Oh yeah, multiple pawns spawning in. I see that when I play it locally as well. Don't know why it does that sometimes. Pawns. In. Musket saying it was also a mimic and my UI is broken and had the base player UI. Yeah, I don't. It's a shame we didn't get a screenshot for Musket. We'll play again. If someone else gets the mimic and they see that problem, take a screenshot for us. That'd be handy. Hi, Shez. How you doing? Omen's making footstep sounds when it shouldn't do. Minor thing, but footstep sounds. Oh, I don't. We'll check that. I'll test that as well when we go into the next one. Extinguisher sound. You say it was looping even after you finished playing it. Yeah, stuck. Yeah. Oh, you did. Cool. Thanks, Alex. Hang on. So, uh, uh, Stamina's not running out. No problems with mechanics and not being able to use mechanics. Ah, that's weird because and you said that you had the mimic bar. Did you actually have the mimic button in the right hand corner as well? Your screenshot's cut off, so I can't see it. Because Alex doesn't have the bar, but he says he got told he was a mimic, but he doesn't have the mimic action button in the corner. Yeah, okay. It should be in the bottom right. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, no, I know, Alex. Yeah. You're something weird about the UI swapped for both of you. So did it tell you that you was a mimic at the start, Alex? UI. Okay. Class roles. Map button. Filling when it shouldn't fill. Okay. Hi, Kishan. Yeah, sorry, I had the wrong time. I usually do it at 10, but for some reason I put it at 9. I don't know why. I was in the mad old world in my head. Um. Okay, well, let's go into another round and see if we can take note of any others going on in there. So we'll start. Whoa, what was that noise? I don't know what that was. Oh yeah, we didn't actually test the voting thing. If you look at someone push Q. Oh, I'm the agent. I can't vote for some reason. My Q isn't doing anything. I think I'm hit. Oh, there's I think there's a cooldown for like 8 seconds or something like that. Maybe that's broken. Everyone, who was that saying something? Every time you push the F key, you what, sorry? Okay, so the voting cooldown doesn't seem to cool down properly. Okay, so approximately. Yeah. I ain't got. Yeah, I see it now. I ain't got that one as well. Right, hit tab on your screen. Do you see 3 warning signs? Because I see 3. Okay. I should be able to vote on where I want to send the android now, because I'm the agent. So I'm gonna click on there. Do you see 3 of them? Yeah, I've got 4 now. I don't know why they come back. They shouldn't come back. That's odd. Alright, okay. That's an interesting one to look at. Oh shit. I think the android will be a lot more threatening once all the sound effects are for him in. He's a silent killer at the moment. No, only for the mimic he is. But I flirted the idea of it all being one-hit kill. We'll see. Oh, lost UI. Where's my UI gone? Could be. Yeah, I've got no... I Don't know what my objectives were. Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Whoever the mimic, can you attack me? Will it let you? Oh, yep. They disappeared on the camera. What, I'm getting stuck now. Why am I getting stuck here? That's weird. Got a weird collision problem. Oh. I don't know if that was lag or what. Whoever's holding the energy core, can you walk down these stairs? And then walk back up them? Because I hit a wall, like invisible wall. Yeah, here, I can't. I'm stuck. So I feel... I know it's going to be a delay if you listen to me on the stream. Yeah, go down the stairs, then go back up the stairs. Do you get stuck as well? No, just me. Why am I getting stuck? Oh. If I go backwards, it's fine. Alright, backwards is fine. Your character is glitched. My character is glitched. Oh, okay. He's on an angle. Oh, that would explain why I look so weird looking down. Okay. Okay. Okay, that'd be why I'm getting stuck on that. Options. Okay, yeah, so I can still move as a character, so it must be an omen thing. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, really? I wonder if that's because I'm a host, maybe. It should come up every time you pick up, like, an objective sort of object. Or walk into a room that's got an objective in it. Okay. Can you test the fire extinguisher on your side as well? Oh, I know. I hear someone. So fire extinguishers sound is working fine for me, but I'm host, so it might be a bit different. Yeah, no, I've lost all mine. I don't know why. Mine's gone. I don't know what's going on with it. He's stuck in this room. Why are you stuck? Can't see what he'd be stuck on. Oh. Okay, okay. Okay, a few notes then. Hint UI not showing for clients. Hint. Got a pen. There you go. Hint UI not showing for clients. Android stuck again in electrical. I wonder if that's something to do with the capsule of the character, because they technically, there's a dead body there, so I wonder if they got stuck by the capsule of the dead character. So the valve objective, I might have to, that objective I might have to simplify. I'm going to simplify a lot of the objectives, I think. But the objective for the valve is you pick up the wheel, you find a missing valve, one that's missing a wheel, and then you go to hydroponics and turn it on and complete the mini game in there. Too many steps. I might have to simplify that. Yeah. I mean, another I was thinking about as well. Should players? Well, actually, I was about to say, should players all share the same objectives still? Should they all have unique objectives each? But I think they should all share the objectives personally. Yeah. So we also want to put in more threats in the game too, so more danger for the player. Some more chance to get hurt, because that might, you've only got the mimic can hurt you and the android can hurt you. What about, could explosions hurt you, do you think? Should we make explosions hurt you? Mm. You won't encounter anything, yeah. Could cause damage. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we could also do other things like electrical wires instead as well, like drop down in their swing, and you've got to avoid them. Maybe do something like that. Like a swinging pendulum of electric wire type deal. Be quite an interesting one to do. There is a bonus, yeah, hooligan. So when you complete objectives, you get points and score and XP and things. When you complete the map, it will tell you what score you've got based upon what kind of things you do. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, there is a way against that. Originally, when the doors were overlaps rather than interacts, there was a solution to fix that. But I just realized that's not actually covered by the new interact system, so I need to go back and have a look at that. Make sure you're on the right side of the door to be able to open the door. Certain players earn extra points for completing specific ones. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, could be. Could do that, like special one. Well, we have, like, if I go back to the main menu, it's not in there yet, but the plan was as well to have these daily objectives, and these daily objectives would be things that get you bonus points if you complete them, and they would be like separate things to do, like secret mission type stuff. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was thinking about the explosion stuff. What would you say about if a pipe started hissing and then a few seconds later it explodes? Would that be decent, I think? Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. 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 I just feel like no one can hear you on the stream. Hang on. Beauty of Elgato being an absolute dog shite. Hold on. I'll just put you through that. There you go. Hopefully everyone, people can hear you now.
Yeah.
There you go. People, sorry, people were like wondering who I hear one side of the conversation. I'm like, yeah, it's because Elgato shite.
Okay.
We're not real, Brian.
No. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, okay. So I need to go back and play something like Alien Isolation and look at where extra threat comes in that, because the big threat in Alien Isolation is that the alien can kill you in one hit. Should the android be able to kill you in one hit?
No, I think it's too like even at Alien Isolation, the android don't kill you in one hit. I think.
But think of the android like the alien, because he's an unkillable enemy like the alien is. So in
Okay.
Alien, the alien is a one-hit kill. Should the android be like that, or should the android be like a Jack Baker type character in Resident Evil who don't kill in one hit but damage you?
Depends how long you want the game rounds to be, I think. The Resident Evil was obviously, you can sit there for hours and play that. And if you're wanting these game rounds to be 10, 15 minutes or something.
True. I think it's more of a case that we want more threat. So if you see this thing, it should raise alarm bells for the player to get the hell away or whatever.
Yeah, I could say personally, if I knew that I had one free hit, I probably wouldn't care about it until I was on my last hit.
Yeah, I think one of the main, I don't want to say main problem, but like one main of the one thing with a horror game is that if you give too much hammers or guns or like wait for the players to defend themselves, they're going to feel really confident and just learn about the tricks of the game. It's more about the stress of the game in that case. If you want to create stress and fear when they see the android, I think the one-shot kill is the way to go. I think it's hard for me to judge right now because the android was really often was stuck or just froze somewhere. So like it's hard to judge how scary it is right now for me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I've got plenty to think about, and plenty of bugs to fix. So, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We'll be doing another playtest next week. So thank you again for those who joined us on the playtest. I might actually load up Mimic right now, the project, and do some of these bugs right now on live stream. So if you want to stick around the live stream, watch and see me fix bugs, more welcome to. And playtest some ideas. Yeah, stick around. But I'm going to jump out the Discord chat now. But thanks again.
Cheers,
All right, ciao, take care.
Thanks, Jordy.
Okay, yeah, so let's quit out of here. And yeah, whilst we're here, we might as well jump into the project and take a look at some of these problems we're seeing here. So yeah, I think there's definitely a good conversation to have, or a balancing thing to have. It might be, I say, as Geordie was just saying, it could be quite difficult to test how threatening the android is if he keeps getting stuck on stuff. I need a way to make him not get stuck. I don't know why he's getting stuck. So let's have a look at that, I think. Yeah. Also, I'm going to take a look at the voting system and make sure that's okay as well. For some reason, I couldn't do it, and other people couldn't do it. I don't know why. Some of this stuff just breaks as soon as you package it and publish it. Never mind. We will take a look at some of this stuff. Is it a pathfinding thing? I don't think so. It looked like it was more of a collision thing. Because he's taller, he has a larger agent size for things. Yeah, but the nav mesh is seemingly thinking that he can still go that way. What I did go, so did I finish doing it? I can't remember if I did or not. But I went around and just took off all the collision off the roofs and ceilings of the rooms because you don't need them. So you're not going to touch it ever. So that's what I started doing. I can't remember if I finished doing that. We'll take a look. But that would be a solution. Just make it so there's nothing collidable apart from walls and floors. Really. Yeah. But it could also be a pathfinder thing. His capsule can't be that tall. It's 1.5 times of the player. So, tall enough. Or it may be a case I'll just make his capsule the same size as the player. Maybe I should do that. Just make it the same size as the player. Just keep the mesh so it sticks out above the capsule. That may be fine. Yeah. I think the android does need to be big just to emphasize his imposing nature and to be more threatening in appearance. Add some Roomba style logic. When the android has no forward movement, it takes 2 steps back and turns. Yeah. Maybe. The capsule. Yeah, the mesh could be. Yeah, that could be the thing. We just need to double check like animations and make sure that is the case. So let's take a look at what's going on over here. Okay. So this is my dev world. Never seen this before. This is basically all the things that are in the level that are interactable are in this space, so I can easily test them out. There's a locker. That should work. We can test that while we're here. Yeah, locker. But again, some of these things work fine here, but as soon as I go in multiplayer, like in a real situation multiplayer, so I can simulate it here, but it'll work fine. But then I take it to actual multiplayer and it doesn't work for some reason. Yeah, see? Yeah, sound effect though. I wonder if the map didn't get saved. Maybe did the map crash? That would explain why the lockers don't work. Because I maybe didn't replace them. I remember replacing the map, but maybe the map crashed when I replaced them, and therefore I might have lost collision data. Maybe. So we'll take a look. I'll show you also the Jack Baker tests I did with the Android. Go to maps. So if you ever played Resident Evil 7, this is like the dining room where you start, and you not start, but you meet the Bakers and they lose their stuff, and then you have to like get the key to the garage or garage, but you can't do it. You have to like go around here. This way, it bursts through the wall. Yeah. So I remade the map like that with him in mind and testing things out with it. Yeah, thicker lines make it a bit easier for me to see things. See, when he's actually chasing you, it's pretty difficult to lose him. Ah, crap. I might get his animation to be quicker as well, more of like a 1-2 punch up, throw type thing. Oh, he's blocking me in. I can't move. Ah, that's a problem. Yeah, so like it's Resident Evil 7 first area. Yeah. So let's take a look at the map's collision. Let's go to the map. Because when he's chasing you, it's hard to lose him because the way it works is he gains score against a particular target. If that score doesn't drop down below 0, he can just keep chasing them, and so your score's always decrementing. But yeah. Do you usually make walls 1 block thick like that? No, just for this block out I did. Let's go to unlit. So he got stuck. First of all, I noticed he got stuck in the hydroponics room, which is this one. He got stuck on this pipe. So he shouldn't have any collision on that, really. So if I change it to player collision. Why has it got collision there? This shouldn't have any collision on it. Yeah, okay. So the collision data get saved because I've made all this disappear collision wise. For some reason, the engine struggles to render when it's like this. I don't know why. Yeah, my map didn't save with all the collision because they're wires. Because I noticed it got stuck on this the other day, and they're wires. They shouldn't have any collision on them. I did make a little tool though. So I made a tool here. I can set no collision. It doesn't update it though for some reason in the viewport. I have to go to like that and then like that, and it's now gone. But because that's what I did. I saved it like that. I swear I did before I packaged it. Let me reopen the level, see if that still has no collision on it. Ah, it didn't save the collision data. So my little tool doesn't work for some reason in save. Okay, hang on. Let me just change. Oh, that took me so long to do as well. That'd be why it's getting stuck then. Custom. I forgot what I had to do now. Well, this thing needs no collision, so I'll just do no collision on that. File. Save. Open level. Right, okay. So but for some reason my tool doesn't work, which makes no sense. No, whatever. Oh my god, that's so long. There's so much. There's so many things I need to turn off. So you got stuck on that, and then when you're using electrical, let's have a look what you've got stuck on in here. As I thought, you probably got stuck on the capsule of the player. When the capsule came in, it got stuck on that, I imagine. Yeah, but what I did when I was going through this, I just took off all the collision off the roofs because you're not going to ever touch them. So I went round and did all this. And I made that tool to make life a bit easier because I've got to go down in here, basically. I might just search in here and go... Well, actually, I'll show you a little trick you can do. So you can go into collision presets here, custom, and collision presets, I'm going to add that to favorite. And I'm going to set that to no collision. Oh, that one. But it'll always be at the top now. If I go to show favorites up here, it'll be up here, so I can change that to no collision, like that. So, you see what I mean? It's long. That's why I like my little tool. Let's have a look at why the tool didn't work. It's a editor utility widget. And it's a very simple one. It literally just takes whatever you got selected in the viewport and changes its collision data. For some reason, it's not sticking. Yeah, so you on-clicked, get all actors selected in the level, go for each one, change collision. It says not much to it. I don't know why that's not working. I don't have to... For now, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way, and make it work like this. Because, yeah, collision obviously improves optimization as well, because if you don't have collision data, there's no need for it to load it all up. So, all this stuff that a player can't touch ever. I made have no collision. We'll better click on that button then. No collision. I just wish it didn't perform so badly when it's in this video. I don't know why. It's so random. You'd think looking like this it would be fine rendering it. But nope. Yeah, it's a long job. I won't bore the stream with it, but yeah. Yep. So that was that issue. The lockers, that was a weird issue as well, because that's an easy fix if that's the case. And then these are the lockers. Yeah, they're there. Should be able to. Do the meshes have a name? No, because they're all different models, different meshes, all kit bashed together. Yeah, see, this works. Where'd he go? He just attacked me and he's disappeared. Where's he gone? 2 green things. What? No, that's a green thing there. What's that green one? Oh, I can't get over there. Hang on. Oh, he's over there. Stuck on that. Emmy. Yeah. Oh, can't open the door. I ain't got a key. I think there's one in here. No. Okay. Right. Well, oh, that's a job. I'm not going to do that all right now. Let's go back to Dev World. Can you not play as a robot to find where you get stuck for testing? He hasn't got any controls on him, so I have to set up the whole control system for him to be able to do that. Yeah. In your tool, would you not need to compile and save for the new collision settings? No, because it just changes it like a details panel, like you would expect it would. Like for example, if I set this wall, set no collision, it should change that to no collision. But it doesn't. Whatever. I'm not worried about fixing the tool. Multiple pawns spawning at the start there. So I noticed this problem when I test in, because I've noticed it in here. So when I do it as 2-player testing, the first character, the server spawns for some reason they shouldn't do, but when they spawn in like this, then they reset and spawn in again, and the server leaves behind like a shadow copy of themselves. And I don't know why. So I'll explain what's going on here. So the game mode, and maybe me explaining it might jog me why I'm thinking what's going wrong here. So what the game mode does is by default, the players spawn in with a stand-in. So default pawn class stand-in spawns in, and that just sits there and tells the server that they're ready to go. Okay, so that triggers this on the server. Yeah. Might have to think about that. And then they tell the game mode that they're ready to spawn in. Okay. And they tell the players ready to go. When the player is told to ready, he gets added to the player array as if it's ready to go. And then we look at the length and look at the number of players connected via the game instance. So it's 5, for example, or in this case 2. If the length is 2, then we tell everyone to spawn and say all the players are ready. In 1 second, spawn in all their characters. So we go through all their, assign the roles, get the player array, and tell them to all spawn in with their character, their class they've chosen. Okay, that's what's going on there. So that's what's going on there. What if that happens before the server is ready? The server should be ready. Will be ready first because they're the first ones in the room. It's their room, so they should be ready. And does it not remove the stand-ins? The stand-ins are empty. The stand-ins don't do anything. Like, they're empty things. They should be deleted. They're not getting deleted. But they are empty. They don't have any mesh anyway. So that's not what we're seeing there. But let's say player is ready. Add unique to the game mode. All players ready. Get the player array, which is their player state. Then get their controller from the state and tell them to spawn in. When they're spawning in, the chosen character class, spawn character, boom. But this spawn character must be happening multiple times. Start here. Because there's always a problem before. I mean, what if I just undo my stand-in solution? Because I've done lots of fixes since then. So maybe let me just change the stand-in just to be just the character. Let me just pick crew Jesse. Do we still get doubles? Because the player isn't ready, stuff hasn't kicked off the game. No. Let me just bring that, close that, bring that in there because that's annoying me. So we put back to the stand-in, because the stand-in does work. It's just for some reason there's another one. So it must be the spawn character happening again. So this spawn actor must be happening again for some reason. So if I do that and see when it happens. So it's happening here on the server. Hit play. Happening again on the player controller game 0. That's the server. And then again, game 1, that's the player. Okay, so it's happening for both of them. Again, just fine. But for some reason, it's not getting, it's doing it again at start. That should only happen on all players ready. Assign roles, all players ready. That shouldn't be getting triggered. So let's find out why that's getting triggered. Player is ready. Okay. If player is ready, I'll add a breakpoint to that. Okay, so this is server because it's game 0. 0 is the first one. Player state, that should be empty. That gets added to it. Then it goes to the branch. The length of that is 1. Number of players collected is 1 as well. Maybe that value isn't getting updated. Maybe that's why. It should. That should get set by the lobby when you join in. Let me actually look at that. Maybe I'm not updating that. Maybe that's why it's just left it as 1. Maybe I broke something in the years of working on this thing. I broke that value getting set. So it's getting set by the lobby there. But we can easily test this. If I just go to the game instance, systems, game instance, just change this to 2. Do I still get spawned in with a dummy character? Don't take it off. So game 0, game 1. Okay. Oh, shit. No, so oh wait, is that the other character? Oh, it's the other character. Fine. Okay. So that's the issue. That's the issue. The issue is the value that we're storing from the lobby, for some reason, it's not storing the number of players connecting correctly when we do it in the actual test. Get number, get connected. Players. Get current players. Let's find sessions. Don't want that. It's not going to help me. It's going to be too many things. Yeah, too many things. Thank you, Daily. Cheers. Yeah, that happens to me, Hooligan, all the time. Number of players connected. I don't know why that wouldn't work in a match game then, because in here, when we click that start match is going to happen when we click the button. I believe. Double check. Yeah. So when we click the button to start the match, that gets triggered. We're telling the game state to begin match. Again, I ain't done these things for a long time, so I can't remember exactly what they're doing. Call a match starting. Then we're doing this. Cast get game mode, cast a lobby game mode, get number of players. Oh, whoops. That's a base class. Whoops. I can only think that this is not working then, the number of players. Maybe I should track my own number of players. Join. Because I've always had issues with number of players. I don't know why. It never comes out the way I want it to. So I'm going to change that then. I'm going to use something that we're tracking ourselves, the lobby. Hold on. Bloody Visual Studio. Yeah. Oh, yeah, me. Just stop. There you go. So let me go to my lobby game mode. Menu, lobby game mode. Well, actually, what I can do rather than doing that is I can just get the game state, because the game state has a list of all the player array in it already by default. Get player array, and I'll get the length. Put that in there. So I don't need that anymore. Or what's this one? Start match game mode. We'll just put this over here. Oh, I need to cast it to game mode. Cast to game mode. We'll try that. So it's been a long time since I looked at this code. So, yep. Server traveling. Good. Right. So that might be the solution then. Yes, it was cancelled. I told it to cancel. Don't want you open. Don't need you. Okay, so that's a thing to test. We'll see how that goes. So I'll put a little mark on my paper. This pen. Oh, I need a new pen. Hold on. There we go. Use my Steam pen from Steam's offices. There we go. Minimap objectives. Let's work out why that's happening. So for that, I need to go to the map. So let's go to minimap, maps, Icarus, ship map. It still wants to like do this. Why are we doing this? Go away. Thanks for subscribing, Gene. Okay, so the way this works is that the objective actors that keep track of all the objectives, there's only like 6 or 7 of them, are in the rooms that matter, like you want to be like heading towards first, ideally. So for example, Reauctionate Shuttle is in this room. Each room has a volume which keeps track and manages what's going on in the room. That's how we do the map, for example, which keeps track of what room has life signs in it, and also is what we do to bring up the little thing at the top of the screen that tells you what room you're entering. So each room has got this little volume around it. So it's all working together like that. Now, for some reason, that shouldn't show more than 3 at a time, because what happens at the start of the game is that it pick 3 random objectives and then delete the rest. So they're not even in the room. So why the map is still showing the UI for that, I have no idea. So for this, to solve this problem, we want to close that one. And I'm going to open up my minimap widget. So bear with me. There's a few iterations of this that didn't work, so I have to make sure I get the right one. Let's just search for it. Minimap. No, map. And it'll be that one. So they all have like these in it, but then they're all off by default. They should be off by default. So each map room is its own room visual. The notification image is there. By default, that should be set to be hidden. Yep. So it's all hidden by default. The only reason that can be turned back onto visibility, so let's look for that, is here on refresh room, actor objective is not empty. So get overlapping actors. If there is an objective in there, set it non-hit testable. So by default, they should all be fine. That shouldn't cause any issues. But this is happening on refresh, and I think that's the only occasion where I've got that changing the widget for this. Let me double check. Let me just break this out. Right, unless this is overlapping actors is not relevant anymore. Well, I guess actually I still want that to be the case. I just need to. Oh no, because I think we're moving the objective around. Maybe that's why that's there. Maybe I want to take that off. Yeah, let's take that off. Let's double check and make sure I haven't got any set room to current. That's not even connected. That's there. What's this one doing? Set room to occupied. Ah, hang on. Oh, that might be it. That might well be it. Because that's why it's working fine for me in here, because it's just me. But when I'm playing testing with other people, we're seeing people walk into other rooms. And I think that's refreshing and telling everyone that they're occupied. For some reason, I had put it in there. Don't know why. Who knows? That shouldn't be in there. Set the room to unoccupied. That should be hit. Okay, so we must have done a thing on it to... Right. Take it off. Set room to occupied. That makes sense. Okay, I will test that and make it a part of the next test, but pretty certain that is solved. That makes 100% sense. Proximity chat too quiet. So prox chat is happening on the controller. So let's come back out there and disable all the filters. Systems, in-game, controller, voice chat, proximity chat. So we have this attenuation range going on here, prox chat. So this is what's controlling the volume of it based on distance. So inner radius here is 400, and after 400 it should get quieter. So I'm actually going to increase the inner radius here to maybe, well, how big is a room? So let's say, let me go into my top. And let's go into here. So if I should be able to hear everyone inside this room. So let me look at the length of this. This is about 2000. So 2000, and after 2000 it starts getting quieter. That's 2400, 500. Let me change it to wireframe. Yeah. Metal's the largest one, probably. 5000. So let's say we edit the thing here, the inner radius here to be 2000. And then the fall off distance will make 4000. So after 4000, you won't be able to hear anything. This will still have a occlusion. So if I go down here, it should be turned on. Yeah, occlusion. So if they go in through a wall or through a door, we shouldn't hear them at all. So that should be okay there. Cool. Right, save that. That should solve that sound issue. Let me just turn up there. Okay. Might as well do an easy fix here. Let's just change the item name for the gas canister. Change that to perspective. So just find a gas canister I can use. There we go. So this is the core oxygen tank. We're going to call this one. What is the actual language we're using? Hold on. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll just go here. Blueprints, objectives, coolant. This is how the objectives are stored. So we have stage objectives, like this. And here I'm referring to it as gas canister. So I'm going to name it gas canister. The verb we'll do properly like that. Pick up. Gas canister. Cool. That's that one done. Can't read my writing. Oh, I did another basic simple one. Let's just fix the UI for the map button reacting to the F key. That's why, because I duplicated it from the F key to create it. I just maybe forgot to take off something on it. So UI. God, I can't remember where I put it now. Gameplay. Easy way to do it. Let's go to the HUD. Action buttons. Wrong white ones. Those ones. So that is what we're doing here. There's no other events in here. So why is that reacting to that? So when the map is shown, it gets set to either 1 or 0. So we shouldn't see any thing affecting that. Let me just test that. Oh, I forgot to make the instance set back to, oh crap, back to 1. Oh no. Yeah, why is that reacting to that? So it works with the tab key just fine, but the weird behavior of the F key. How? Ah, because we're drop. We're not doing drop. No, why? I know it's to be fixed. I'm just going to cross it off now. Turn it off. Yeah, sure. Darn. Cool. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do a collision pass on the whole map. That's not a problem. We can do that. It's just making sure this Android doesn't get stuck, really, isn't it? That's all. So that sound cue means I'm relatively near to him. Which makes sense because this is where he spawns. Docker's working fine then. Why didn't he move from there? Okay. Those numbers on the doors, are they widgets or just mesh with material? Because they look really good. They're widgets, actually. It's like 3 widgets laying on top of each other to get that hologram effect. And we did a similar thing with the these screens here, that hologram effect. So you've got like a frame widget on the material on top, and then we've got the widget underneath doing stuff there. Yeah, it's quite a neat look. Right. Let me see if I can see what the Android is going to do now. I'm trying to figure out why he's not moving off that spot there. No, he's moving now. You can see his little green head move. But why is there 2? What's that one? Oh, that's it. No, that's the spaceship. That's the Android. Yeah, okay. And I made a debug thing as well. So we should be able to go into here, hit my menu key, go to a debug menu, and respawn as an agent. Try and find where he is. Oh, he's coming this way. Crap. Okay. Okay, we're good. He's over there. So I should be able to, as the agent, direct him. So I'm going to click on here. Why is that not working? Oh, okay, just a bit lagged. What's going on? I think he's seen my old body. That's why he's freaking out. Okay. Okay, so that's not an issue. So Iron Dom said that those hint messages weren't popping up for everyone. So I'm going to change it to client view and see if the client view sees them as well. They should do. But clearly not, apparently. So I'm looking at client 1, which is the corner one. Oh, you're talking about, right, okay, so those ones did not, okay, so not the pop-up ones. Okay, so let me just play as the client then. Let me just bring that up here. So, find valve wheel. Let's find a valve wheel. I think I actually may have disabled them all off. I can't remember now what I did with them. Core computer struggling to run it twice and stream. Jesus. Actually, I know where valve wheel is. I can go down this way. Okay. Let me playtest as the server then and see if I get that do come up. It might be something that I turned off and I forgot to put back on when I was working on the hints. Thanks for the subscription. Can I find a valve wheel? If not, grab a key card. There you go. There's one round here in the engineering room, I believe. Yeah, so yeah, it's working fine for the server, but not the client. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So the way those work is that the objective actors that you see around the map, they have on them a widget. Or at least I thought I did. Maybe I changed it. Lose track of it sometimes. That's right, we did change it because I took it all off of the... Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't remember where that is now. What do I do with that? Easiest way probably to find that out is if I look for objective marker. Find references for it. Location identifier and objective marker blueprint. Was this one I made recently? It was. Yeah, that's right. So we put this on the actors, I think. Yeah, for the characters. So when I pick, where's the player character? When I pick it up, so begin play, get owner, bind on picked up item, detach from component, item picked up. Yeah. It's currently held. Get the nearest actor, set the location of it, hidden game. So maybe the binding isn't happening. So let's go back to blueprint, characters, character base. Picked up. Let's find where that's getting called. So it's getting called. It is getting called in the for dropping the item. Picked up item. That's on this function, but we need to know where this function is getting called on the client or server. So we keep going back up the daisy chain. There. Multicast, pick up item. So it should, everyone should be getting triggered by that. Get hold item, is holding item. Then pick up item. Cool, picked up item. That should trigger here for this client. Yeah. Is currently held, is true. Get related actor class. That's like if I pick up the wheel, it's going to point to a different actor. And mimicky touch to the UI elements when playing the not really not touch. We originally had something like that. We had like some veiny growth things growing on the side of the screen, but I can't remember why I took them off now. I think might have been just a bit too busy on the screen, maybe. But it's something to look at. Maybe like just change it, even just change the color of it. Give it a tint. It's not replicating, is it? Nope. So I'm going to breakpoint that. Play as 2 people. And see if it gets called by the client. Hopefully the wheel one will come up because we know that one is an issue. No, it's got a server. That should still be the same sort of deal. There's one over here. Right, it gets called. It's a server. Electrical manager comes true. And that should give me an objective marker over there. But it doesn't. Okay. What I'm noticing, I'm not holding. Oh no, it's there. It's just not animated. Okay. If I drop it. No. pick that up. Fuel charger is true. No go cost to that. Yep. Get nearest actor. Yeah. Find nearest actor. That'd be the fuel charger. Find location. Set hidden game. But you should see it by the ship, because that's where that by the reactor site. Don't know. That's one to come back to, that one. It's getting a bit late now, but yeah, the code seems to be doing the right thing, but for some reason it's not showing. The component's not set to replicate. We'll double check the character class. I haven't overridden it there. Be on the crew. Characters, crew base. Yep, no, it's off. So it shouldn't be doing anything like that. Okay, I'll have to think about that. Do you have to replicate the hidden game node? No, because it's this one's going to be just client only. Only you can see this object of marker, no one else can, so it doesn't matter. It's your personal thing. Oh, okay, well, we got a couple of bugs knocked out. That's pretty good. But we'll end it for there, and we'll keep going. We'll be back again next week for another playtest of the game. We are live tomorrow as well for question time, where you can ask any question you want about Unreal Engine or game dev or anything you want to ask at all. Yeah. One thing I noticed when I was going back over some of the code of this last week was because the game's been in development for so much time, there's a lot of legacy code in there that I wrote right at the start that is just junk and is confusing things up, and so a lot of it was just me going and cutting it out and rejigging it. That was what I did to the voting system to figure out what was going on there. But so the problem we have now, we've got a lot of legacy code hanging around, which it could be interfering with stuff, which is often the case, the problem. So it's a matter of just finding it, cutting it out, and yeah, we'll get on that. Then run it on client only. It's not replicated at all. There's no running on client. It is on the client. There's nothing to run. The call is happening on multicast. It wasn't it? I'm not going crazy with that. Yeah, this picked up item. Call one multicast. Everyone picks it up on their character. So everyone sees this, and everyone gets this happening. So the server's told everyone to run it, and everyone's going to get this called, and it is calling it. We're seeing it call it, but it hits a breakpoint just fine. The hidden stuff isn't for some reason. So anyway, I'll figure it out. I always do. So thank you very much everyone for joining us for the playtest and helping us find the bugs, fix them, and everything else. Thank you for loading Visual Studio, for popping up and never going away. I told you to. But yeah, have a good night, everyone, and I'll see some of you tomorrow for our question time live stream. Yeah, be safe, have fun. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.